on to something here. It's 7:30. It must be time for Dolbro to sing some songs. If there's anyone out there, I'm doing it anyway. Let's see if I can put this thing in tune. Thank you, Paul, man. Glad you enjoyed yourself. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for following me on Twitch. Summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I came upon the gambler. We were both too tired to speak, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him a bottle, and he drank down my last swallow, and he bummed a cigarette, and he asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet as his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Ah, Niccolo, you were there. I kept bumping into Billy, chatting away to him, and wondering. I saw Kelly. Thanks very much, Nicky. And when he finished talking, he moved back towards the window, crushed out a cigarette, and he faded off to sleep. And somewheres in the distance, the gambler, he broke even, but in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You were working, Saz? Nah. And Mark was dragged to the park. I'm sorry to hear that, but you're right. I spotted Mark, and then I didn't spot Mark. So unfortunate, Mark, but never mind. You're in the vicinity. Within earshot, I hope. Hello? Is there someone out there? Why, in fact, there is. Raina's messaging me, everybody. Raina, thank you for your message. We're live now, live streaming. Don't know if you're watching, but... live streaming ATM, kiss kiss. Haha. And I will close that down because that's Messenger. We don't need Messenger. Another friend was messaging me last. I don't get Messenger much, but you can message the stream. Then we can see all about it. Getting text updates about the songs that were played. Yeah, I got through quite a few. Like, I'd knocked this together, and then I had Plan B on the back. Morning Train. I didn't sing Gitmo Stomp. I sang Honey, Just Allow Me One More Chance. And The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, and Wallflower by Dylan, and Lost Highway, Hank Williams. Bat Country, myself, Silver Clouds by me. Moonshiner. Played it quite low actually. I've been a moonshiner. But there's probably a better key. I've been a for 17 long years. I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. The whole world is a bottle. Well, it was good this afternoon, but that was a fail. The whole world is a bottle, and life is but a dram. Thank you, Fenton. You were at the park today. Cheers, mate. Glad you could make it. Really appreciate your comments, and for commenting on YouTube there as well. Fenton was enjoying Let the Dead Bury the Dead last week, and I read a comment to say, I really enjoyed that song. I didn't know it was yours. So, pardon me, I'm not long after the Chinese tea there. Just got this all plugged in and ready to roll here, but... cup of tea. Catherine, thanks very much. Glad you could make it. It was a great afternoon. Clay Pigeon Boys, or the No Oil Painting Boys, were on top form. So they sounded great. But you see, I finished my set and then I just lay on one of those deck chairs, my eyes shut, like, this is so nice. I need a little active rest, they call it. Close to being asleep as you can get, but without being asleep. So it's subdued, and it's not going to be a long one either, kids, because I really just haven't had a lot of rest since Tuesday night. We got a ferry. Me and Nikki took a little camper, or she was selling a camper van, sort of camper catering van she'd had for over 15 years, selling it to a couple in Edinburgh. So that was a road trip, an adventurous road trip on the ferry to Scotland, to the west coast, and a drive to Glasgow and a drive to Edinburgh. There's a lady here who watches the stream, who's like my mum's manager's friend. So the manager, Pamela, must have recommended my stream, and she'd bought a record, and I'd written the address, handwritten the address. So I saw it on the map north of of Edinburgh, on the other side in Fife. I was like, Delgata Bay, or Delgetty Bay. I know that place, so let's check it out. So you could see all the bridges across to the south, and the weather was just beautiful. So that was how we put in the day on Thursday, just sleeping on a beach. Not like it's Scottish sunbathing, I think I'll call it. It's warm enough to lie there and snooze, but you wouldn't take your clothes off. But it was a nice day for it. Johnny's away on holiday in Italy tonight, folks. Have a good holiday. Who else said they were on holiday? Adrian's away travelling. Adrian's away for a week in Wales. But listening on and off in the background whilst enjoying the wilds of Wales. So I hope if everybody's having a good holiday, good summer. Any songs, says Paul. Cheeky Paul. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang 'em on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. And that's not the only Green Day song I can sing is tonight, because my buddy Stuart Watson had us booked at the start of August. He says, "Can you play at my cousin's? He's bought a farm out near Grey Abbey. Would like you down at that." So Stuart had been drinking since 2 in the afternoon, but he helped. I took a half-time break, and he went, I'm going to grab this other guitar and we'll sing all these songs. So it wasn't a break at all, but we were clambering around in the dark. Made my way back to the barbecue and nabbed a wee hot dog that was sitting there, getting lonely. And he showed me all these songs he knows, which includes, I haven't sung it in a while, but do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid, or am I just stoned? No, it's this. Ba-bum. I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. He said I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's lack of sex that's bringing you down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit your whining, 'cause it's bringing me down. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid, or am I just stoned? you better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. I might just paranoid, I might just don't. Two little Green Day songs for what ails you, huh? Yes. What other ones have I got, do you think? I heard you crying out all the way across town. You've been searching for someone, and it's me out on the prowl. As you sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Now don't do what you like and dry your whining eyes. You've been feeling that you felt doubt means nothing and everything. So uptight you've been thinking about ditching me. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. Hey Geraldine, thanks for joining us again 2 weeks. Just busking a Green Day song. I don't know the second verse. Yeah, so the Scotland trip, and then the gig in Grey Abbey, and then the gig today. Once I was over and done, and the BlueGrass, the Clay Pigeons were starting, I was like, this is brilliant. Now I can sort of step off, the foot off the gas kind of thing. So I need like 10 hours sleep tonight. I'm going to get up to get Arthur at about 7 in the morning. So let's back it up. And then 12 makes 9. When do I need to go to bed for? I want to be in bed by 10. I'm probably only streaming to 8:30. So when you get bored of the sound of my talking, let's sing. What's the one I used to do? Such Good Heights. The guitar's been out and about in the outdoors. Hence the out of tuneness. Yeah. It was sunny in the morning. That's how it all began. I was hoping to go busking. That had always been the plan. So I set off for town now. Listen close to what ensued. This here's just the story of how I got those public nuisance blues. I had hardly started strumming. No, I'd barely sung a word. When along came confrontation, not enjoying what he heard. Hey William, I asked in each department. No, you've put me off. I I had hardly started strumming, I'd barely sung a word when along came confrontation, not enjoying what he heard. He told me I was over, part of mall security, that I had no right to play. If you ain't got a license, son, you'd better be going on your way. Now he wasn't a policeman, or a lawyer, or a judge, just another little Hitler with a temper and a grudge. He wore a walkie-talkie, part of mall security, but that was halfway up the street, so what the hell had that to do with me? Well, I never thought I'd ever be accused, but no matter what I tried to say or do, I was a public nuisance. I got those public nuisance blues. So I went to the town hall to validate the news. Do I really need a permit? Oh, just to sing the blues. I asked in each department, I even asked the mayor, who responded, to be honest, you're free to play the guitar anywhere. But he wouldn't let me quote her, cause it was only a hunch, pardon me. So she said to leave it with her, and she'd call me after lunch. But as the afternoon passed by, I didn't hold out much hope. Am I already too late? Am I already on that slippery slope? Well, let's see. I ain't no shoplifter, my arms aren't strong enough. I don't vandalize or loiter, harass, hustle or bluff. All I do is sing for loose change from people passing by. I know the world's gone crazy lately, but how is that a crime? The next time I see that guy, I'll speak the truth. He's got it back to front and misconstrued. It's him, he's a public nuisance. He's got those public nuisance blues. Missed a bit. Well, you know, that's some of the story anyway. The edited version. Catherine's watching on the big screen with her mum, who's a big fan of Johnny Cash. In the living room, no less. Living in a living room. Good times. And also Colin is watching in the Z. And you like JC too. Jesus is just alright with me. Yeah, exactly. You like Johnny Cash. I know what you meant. Let's see. Let's do one. But also, I've done them with hot tea. Might be time for cold beer. Or more hot tea. I want to sing you "Blowin' in the Wind" as well by Bob Dylan. So what I'll do is I'll put my guitar in key with one of these, because there's a plectrum. I used to have a bag of these, and I'm starting to. The bag's beginning to dwindle. Let's say you buy them in ones and twos in a guitar shop, and I was like, should I not just get 30 of these? I mean, they are plectrums after all. You know, they do. You know. They're like, anyone know a lot about, you know, astrophysics? You know, these particles that just exist and don't exist and stop existing. That's plectrums as well. That's what they're made from. You just friggin' disappear. Drop it on the floor, right between your feet, and it ends up orbiting Pluto. That's the wrong one. Sharpening things that don't need sharpened. Maybe I'm no good at that. Daniel. Spend all night doing this. It's not going to win me any fans. It's going to alienate people, Daniel. Remember that. No one's interested in hearing you badly tune a guitar. So anyway, Colin, good to have you on board tonight, mate. Colin's a good dude whenever you get out to Zambia. He knows how to tune a guitar and work a PA system and have a good time. It's always fun to see your happy face, Colin, in the flesh. But I see your happy little avatar there. That'll have to do for now. Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, ain't never coming back. Well, go on down to Jackson, go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man, make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson, go comb your hair. Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson, see if I care. When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson, turn loose in my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, goodbye, that's all she wrote. Well, they'll laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony keg. They'll lead you around town like a scalded hound, with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man. I'll be waiting in Jackson, behind my J-Pan fan. Oh, well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, go to Jackson and golden hair. I'll be waiting in Jackson, see if I care. Yes, hands across the ocean, from Alison Pearson to Colin Gale, the very same. Say hi to Ben and Ben 2.0. Hope you're having a great holiday, Auntie Alison and Uncle Mark, with cousin Ben, Emily, no blood relation, and Hannah, their lovely daughter. Hello, Neil. Daddy home, did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Did he do those things that I do too? I could take you higher. I'm on fire. Valley through the middle of my skull. At night I lie awake with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head, and only you can cool my desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Did he do those things that I do too? I could take you higher. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Thank you, Colin, for the share. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Song Stuart was trying to get me to sing at the little barn gig last night. Neutral Milk Hotel. It's called The King of Carrot Flowers. When you were young, you were the king of carrot flowers. And how you built a tower tumbling through the trees, with holy rattlesnakes that fell all around your feet. Your mom would stick a fork right into Daddy's shoulders, and Dad would throw the garbage all across the floor, as we would lay and learn what each other's bodies were for. This is the room one afternoon I knew I could love you, and from above you how I sank into your soul, into that secret place where no one dares to go. I was a bit loud there. Everyone's like, turn that off! Or reaching for the remotes. I'm not going to drink the beer till after I sing, I think, because A, it's a nice sedative, and I don't need any more than, pardon me, but I do need just to keep the vocals a little warm rather than cool them down. Alright. Been a while since I sang this one, to be honest. It's a great song, but it's also now since Dylan sold his publishing to whoever, to the man, they can put Dylan to anything they want to advertise to. It's no longer his song, it's no longer his property, and he doesn't have final say or any say. And so there's a little pre-roll YouTube advert the other day. I was sitting on the train, I was telling you about the Scottish holiday, I think it might have been, pardon me, I was either on the train or passenger seat. And there's like, how many roads must a man walk down? Meanwhile, it starts with a doggy on the back of a hay baling kind of trailer, being pulled by horses and carriage through a lovely, you know, Midwest kind of sunset. Very, very romantic, very appealing. But I knew it was going to be a car advert at the end, so I was like, there you go. I didn't stay to watch what car they wanted to sell me, but just listen to a wee bit of the song. Right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Sounds fine, running at 50 hertz headset here, sounding great. So Colin's got the headgear on, and we can trust that. I think we've ironed out a lot of kinks. After all said and done, I've had some trouble just getting it does not. It's more a computer problem. The sound's decent enough. I got a wee mixer here, Colin. Condenser. Golden Age, some sort of preamp that got lauded. This is a Golden Age preamp, akin to one of the channels in a Neve mixing desk. You know that Foo Fighters documentary, or it's not a Foo Fighters documentary per se, it is a documentary produced by Dave Grohl all about this console in Sunset Studios, I'm going to say. Basically where Nirvana did Nevermind, and prior to that, Fleetwood Mac did Rumours and stuff like that. So the desk was one of 4 ever made, and it was up for sale, and yeah, I'm bored talking about that now. You know, good watch, and one of those red things there is the equivalent of one of the many channels that thing would have. Alright, Adrian, enjoy your time in Wales. Thanks for tuning in. Check it out at your leisure through the week, as is your prerogative. There's Nikki chimed in with, hi Nikki, good eve, and thank you for the tasty picnic munch, which I was very late to getting to. I see a message saying, I'm going to pack this all away. Where have you? Where are you at? As I said, I was sleeping and then making my way round and getting, here, can I buy a CD? Can't turn down the customer. So I'm catching up all kinds of people I haven't clapped eyes on in ever. So I need to scroll that back up. Well-deserved tribute from the main act. Exactly, there's a lot of love between me and the Clay Pigeon lads, or the No Oil Paintings lads, as you will. And they were just on point, really, really sharp. Banjo, bass, acoustic, drums, nice wee shuffles, and just beautiful bluegrass. Anyone took photos or videos, I could try and share you a bit of that. But what was I going to sing you? This little Dylan tune. must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Oh, and how many times must a cannonball fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, and how many years can a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Oh, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, and how many years can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Oh, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. There we go. Got it by hook or by crook there, which was tons of fun. Oh, okay. I say bonsoir, everybody. Say hi, everyone, to Fabian, who's watching on Twitch. Brother of Matthew, who's presumably still in Normandy. And hopefully having a great time out there. As I sing, my neighbours sing, because I can't sing, but great. Music requires some involvement. Yes, exactly. Participation. It's not in tune again. It's enjoyed its wee day out. Yeah, if anyone's got wee pictures, by all means, let's see. He's still in Normandy. He'll be coming back tomorrow. Good. Do I ever play Cross the Green Mountain? Not familiar with that one. I'll take a wee screenshot and give it a look up. Or shall we look it up now? Folk song is this, or what? By Bob Dylan. Wiki. Where did he cover it? Was it a folk song? Gods and Generals. What have I clicked? Cross the Green Mountain by Bob Dylan, an analysis. It was written for the soundtrack of Gods and Generals, a Civil War TV series. In this very well constructed Dylan ballad, Dylan puts himself in the middle of a Civil War soldier, in the mind of a Civil War soldier. I'm not sure that it was written specifically for the movie, or if Dylan had written it earlier and found use for it now. It's hard to say. The mood is strikingly brought forward by his band, rolling along like so many of his songs, long and significant tunes. It is a major work of art, and it deserves a better fate than to be tucked away on the bootleg series or on a TV soundtrack. So there's a whole blog article about it there, Fenton, so I'm curious to know more. And if you are curious, or anyone else is curious to know more, Follow the link I have just provided. Joe Lane. Oh dear, really. It starts with... yeah, a lot of folk songs. Ugh. Sorry folks, what is wrong with this thing? Yes, good night, Johnny. Have a tune in at another time when your Wi-Fi is better for it. Are you outdoors, out exploring, not really in a hotel sort of thing? Post Twitch link. Is that a request? I do have a link to Twitch. Right. Sorry, I was reading Catherine's message there. You've been there every Sunday since the open house started, and this is the only week you didn't take video. I was totally in the zone, chilling to the wonderful BlueGrass tunes. Cool. You think it was on a bootleg series? Good times. I'll get a look at that then. I'll minimize the chat, but I meant to minimize the link. All right, let's push on, because it's going to be quality, not quantity tonight. As in, I'm not here to play. I can't play all night. So what will we sing? Down and over here. And I want to sing that song I haven't done in a while for Saz. They will see us waving from such good heights. Come down now, they'll say. But everything looks perfect from far away. What other words? Oh, I've two other little silly tales, unfortunately, for you. My day of woe yesterday was a long, exciting day, and to conclude our Scottish adventure. But I think I've lost my cap, my happy, lucky green corduroy cap that I've had since Johnny Kelly actually got me a replacement. Thank you. Nikki shared a wee link to the Backcountry video on WhatsApp, so that's a possibility. Thank you, Nikki. I'll dig that up while I'm yammering here. So I have that cap, and it means a lot to me, sentimental attachment and so forth. But unfortunately, I think I left it on the Stena Line bloomin' boat at 7 in the morning yesterday, or whatever time of day it was by that stage. We were having a little kip, and what I've got with my alarms is little songs to arouse me from slumber in such a way that if I'm just easing into the morning, it's a nice little Indian prayer mantra kind of thing, nice simple prayer mantra thing, and 15 minutes after that I might pick another song, like something by Kula Shaker, Sound of Drums. If by half an hour I still haven't got out of the house, then I tend to resort for, this is like the final alarm, get up and get going. Not get up, you will be up, but go out the door because you'll be late for getting to Belfast or getting to work. Courtney Love, Hole, the song called Violet. So I'm blacked out on the boat with my hat over my eyes, and I am like heavily sleepy. And then I sort of kind of come around and become aware of my surroundings. I'm like, right, so that's Courtney Love, that's Violet blaring. But come to think of it, where exactly am I, and what am I late for? That's my alarm. Wake up, so I bolt upright. And Nikki's like, that wakes her up as well. She's like, that's a nice song. Who's that by? And I'm like, where are we? The boat. Okay, better turn this alarm off. Switch the alarm off, and Nikki says, should we try the restaurant, see what they're doing for brekkie? So yeah, okay, and I step up and we get out of those seats and go up to the restaurant, and it's not long before we're already in Belfast Lock, but it's obviously a slow ride into the dock. I didn't go back to our seats. We took our bags and took off, and I went later that afternoon. I was like, you seen that hat of mine, that cap? Is that in the van, or I don't know where it is. So that's a shame. Thank you, Stuart. I had a great time last night, man. I really did. Really appreciate the invite. Great people, great vibes, and yeah, the only other whammy of unluckiness was the fact that that Fishman I got, that I've only played about 6 gigs with, I took it out the car door, set it up. Stuart and all his friends and family are clearing a space and getting me plugs and stuff. All the lights are on, the reverb, and all the wee buttons are on, and there is nothing coming out of either of the 2 channels, with the exception of like the tiniest of little. I was like, I can't gig with that. I got to take this back and grab other stuff. I'm only half an hour down the road, or 15 minutes down the road and 15 minutes back. So we salvaged it quite nicely. I got a loudspeaker, and I got a little rolling cube and wired it all up in the barn instead of outdoors, because the mist set in out of the blue. Are we gonna get a sunny evening? No, it's thick as pea soup out here within 5 seconds. So. Sounds like a short in ground, Colin reckons. Here's a link to what? Colin's sending me to. Tab for Jolene. Consent. What have we got? Is this one of these plays? Okay, thanks, Colin. Mario World plays John Dolly Parton. The tab is played for you. Ah, dear. No. Don't order me caps because I've got 2 other corduroy caps. Oh, I don't think I have a medium-sized head. This old bean is a bit bigger, perhaps. Ah, dear. I have another one out here. I'll show you to you out of interest sake. 2 seconds. It's on the banister. Oh, twist of spine. So yeah, Johnny, when he went over to the States, Johnny Kelly said he was going through, what do you call it? Las Vegas. And I went, my parents were in Las Vegas, and they ended up buying they went into the underground mall which connects the casinos, where it's all aircon and everything, and ended up past this little hat shop, and I think the shop's called Hatitude, or this hat brand is called Hatitude, I don't know. They came away with a nice olive green version of this. So there is no lost property alley, it all gets burnt, They stick it straight into the incinerator lest someone gets COVID cooties. But then Johnny got me a green one. He was over there and he was like, what do you want? And I was like, one of those green caps, like the photograph. But he was like, do you want more than one? I was like, is there another one? Is there not? So I ended up with this colour as well. I don't know if it works, but it is a hat. Maybe it's my colour, who knows? I'll play the rest of these songs, shall I? Ba 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 ba. Sounding okay. You may travel far, far from your own native home. Far away o'er the mountains, far away o'er the foam. Where's the minor? But of all the fine places that I've ever been, sure there's none can compare with the cliffs of Dooneen. Take a view o'er the mountains, fine sights you'll see there. See the high Rocky Mountains on the west coast of Clare. The towns of Kilkee and Kilrush can be seen from the high rocky slopes of the cliffs of Dooneen. Fare thee well to Dooneen, fare thee well for a while, and to all the fine people I'm leaving behind, to the streams and the meadows where late I have been, and the high rocky slopes round the cliffs of Dooneen. You may travel far, far from your own native home. Far away are the mountains, far away are the foam. But of all the fine places that I've ever seen, sure there's none can compare with the cliffs of Dooneen. Any Oasis for Paula? How do you know Paula wants Oasis? Is she too shy to ask for it herself? Let's see about that backcountry link. That would be quite interesting if I could play a bit of that. Nikki, wouldn't it? Let's see. So we're done with the Jolene little tab thing. Thank you, Colin. If I full screen that. It's probably about as full a screen as I can do. If I shrink that, that shrinks the whole thing, so that's a fail. I'll blow it up. Big screen. Which then all I have to do is... You ready for this? Balls. Failure. There. The video can't be played. It's just playing 10 seconds ago. Sort your life out. It's too large a video. Arse. That'll do. There. Riding through the desert, singing this twisted song. With so much stuff hiding in my trunk, it doesn't matter which side of the road I'm on. I'm a slave to the craving, I've got it bad. No one can save me, now I know. I really should have listened to Mom and Dad. My body is breaking, my heart is aching, but my mind long ago gave up complaining. And it's only a matter of time before I'm lost forever in bad country, the kind of place I never thought I'd be. Walls closing in on me, fighting back devils you can't see. All the health warnings I keep ignoring, soon I'll be living proof. Every morning, ugly story, clinging on to lies instead of the truth. And I swear, if I ever make it out of here, I'll change my ways. But as I stare in the mirror, my reflection smiles and says, you know, I wasn't born yesterday. I don't dare pay the bill, come check out time. I must have lost my wallet when I lost my mind. The same excuse I always use. Lost forever in bad country, the kind of place I never thought I'd be. Last opportunity to try and reclaim a little sanity. I can't see the wood or even the trees for all these horrific memories. Oh Lord, won't you please save me from bad country? Well, since I bought the ticket, guess I'll take the ride. I wonder what it's like on the other side. One more for the road I fear and loathe, leading all the way to that country, that country, that country, that country. Thank you, Nikki, for videotaping that on your video phone. Oh no! Who else is out there? Baker Boy Hat. Go, boo. Awesome tones. Oasis, was it? Right, hang on, is this still on? Yep, bow, bow, bow. Cool, lean in. 1, 2. Do-do-da-ba-bo. Some might say that sunshine follows thunder. Go and tell it to the man who cannot shine. Some might say that we should never ponder on our thoughts today, 'cause they hold sway over time. Some might say we will find a brighter day. Some might say we will find a brighter day. 'Cause I've been standing at the station in need of education in the rain. You made no preparation for my reputation once again. The sink is full of dishes, she's got little fishes on the brain. It's overflowing gently, but it's all elementary, my friends. Some might say they don't believe in heaven. Go and tell it to the man who lives in hell. Some might say you get what you've been given. If you don't get yours, I won't get mine as well. Some might say we will find a brighter day. Some might say we will find a brighter day. Hey, 'cause I've been standing at the station in need of education in the rain. You made no preparation for my reputation once again. The sink is full of dishes, she's got little fishes on the brain. And it's overflowing gently, but it's all elementary, my friends. Oh, I've been standing at the station in need of education in the rain. You made no preparation for my reputation once again. The sink is full of dishes, she's got little fishes on the brain. And all my dogs been itching in the kitchen once again. And some might say, you know what some might say, you know what some might say. Ooh. There's a wee Oasis tune for you, Paula. Thank you very much. Ken, it was really, really a pleasure to meet you there this afternoon. Only a wee brief hello, I know, but nice to speak to you. Ken is, obviously, as it says there, Brenda's brother from Port Stewart direction, down with his wife, Jean-Ann. How are you doing? And watching with Doc. And he said something important to me. He says, you know, you keep writing. He said, they're like the diary entries of your life. You can write, if you keep writing songs and things like that, you'll have these things to look back on, and they may not be applicable to you there and then, but down the line, you might find that thing you wrote. Actually, it's always like there's a bit of a delayed reaction sometimes with your subconscious, or you've written something and you might have heard others. This is not from me. This is things I've read. Other writers saying, I've written something. I don't know who it's for. So, but you put a full stop under it, and then put it out there, and it speaks to someone. It's good for someone, you know. So, good advice. I thought I must keep that in mind. I thought so. Thank you, Ken. All right. Adrian's lost count of the amount of times he said 1, 2. So many folk left after you played to make room for dear. Some folk thought this is too COVIDy for my liking. I gotta get out of here. And the void was filled anyway by others, so yes, I had no problems there whatsoever. I had lots of support, encouragement, and even, blimey, dare I say it, sales of merchandise, sales of CDs and things like that, which just goes to show it is worth your time bringing them out of the house. I was going to get scolded if it didn't. You know, you got to sell your wares. Fortunately, they sold themselves. I didn't really have much to do except walk around smiling at people and handing them out. So thank you for everybody who bought a CD. We're going to wind it down here, folks. I opened the beer. It's sedating me more than I am already, so I hope you have a lovely evening. Another interesting, or another sage piece of advice or thing that came to mind was another regular, Timmy, from Timmy and Anne came up and said to me, Dan, where are you playing? You know, I mean, we tried going over to Groomsport and you weren't there, and things like that. So I've realised that there are a few more bookings coming in. The Jamaica Inn, if I reply to this little post-it, I'll get 2 dates in September and 2 dates in October on Saturday night. And I have potentially a string of dates in Grace Neil's in Donegal, a couple of goes in the Ivy. So if I even get up to Belfast, I'll be covered from all sides. And then what I can do is put them on my banner or something on Facebook, or at least a fixed post, a pinned post, so that folk can say to themselves, sure, we could go over there and listen to Dan. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, so that's another good idea. Please play The Streets of London if you know it, as my mother is killing it, and not in a good way in the kitchen. Is your mum playing the guitar at the minute? Or just singing? Shall we try The Streets of London here, folks, as a wee night tune? Stuart, I hope you brought... I did forget to text you, but there's a 10-metre cable. Get into the Harp Bar. I need to get into the Harp Bar. I've heard that people saying this to me, that I'd go down well in the Harp Bar. What am I looking for? The Streets of London. Lyrics. Sarah's request. Yeah. 2 songs, yeah. I'm thinking it's a sign freckles in your eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss they're perfectly aligned. I have to speculate that God himself did make us into corresponding shapes like puzzle pieces from the clay. And it might seem like a stretch, but it's thoughts like this that catch my troubled mind when you're away and I am missing you to death. And you're out there on the road for several weeks it shows, and when you scan the radio I hope this song will guide you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. Tried my best to leave this all on your machine, but the persistent beat it sounded thin upon the sending, and that thankfully will not fly. You will hear the shrillest highs and the lowest lows with the window down when this is guiding you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. Us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say, but everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. Banging, like that tune. Alright kids, here is our closer. Do I know the chords? I've got the words. Here's the chords. Let me read the jibber jabber here briefly. Hazards of the one-hit wonder, namely Streets of London. And no nay never to the Heart Bar, Boakville. Oh dear. Class wars here. Get into the Heart Bar. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Is it the kind of place where they're also on The Gambler and Bloomin' Sweet Caroline? Because I've already got one like that, which I like to get booked at sparingly. What have we got? Long way from Clare to here. It's a good one. It is a good one. I'm glad your mum's has had good fun listening tonight. Thank you very much, Catherine, and Catherine's mummy. And reading all my comments on the big screen. That's it. You type it, and we're all reading it. Awesome, by the way, question mark. Why? He did have a fair few ones. Anyone remember the sketch where the classical guitar players came on? I think it's French and Saunders. Exactly that. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna have to go and get the chords here. I'm lost in this conversation. Okay, here's a nice one. There's a pop-up advert, just what we don't need. Have you seen the old man? Have you seen the old man in the closed down market? Kicking out the papers with his worn out shoes. In his eyes you'll see no pride, hand held loosely by his side. Yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Scroll up. Mom, you want to answer the door? Kieran's arrived. The all-night cafe at 11:15. Same old man sitting there, sitting on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour and then he wanders home. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Is there any more verses? There's one more verse. Good night, Adrian. Hope you have a lovely holiday in Wales. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memory fading with ribbons on he wears. And in the winter city the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Folks, that's about it for tonight. Wee short one, alas, but needs must for the utterly exhausted person that you see before you on the big screen, or the small screen, albeit if you're watching through the phones that folks have these days, the telephone communication devices that are so popular. So that's good fun. Bit of Ralph and a lot of chat tonight. It's been great to get all caught up with yous all. Dan, the guy was playing everything from yesterday, from Oasis to Travis, and even had Pink in the bar last night. Yeah, you got to keep it fresh. I don't know any pop songs, so they'd probably have me for one or two. Do I have the chords in my famous book, says Mother. And it's good night from me, and good night to you, Larry. Nice to spend time, my adopted brother Dan and his family. Thank you very much, Larry. Nice to spend time remotely through the power of technology with you guys. And Fabian, thank you very much. You enjoyed your 75th week. I did too. I've had a good old stream. And with that, I will wish you all a lovely, lovely week. Bank holiday over here, so stay hydrated the next day if you're staying up or burning the midnight oil. I don't have that luxury. That's the news. Oof. Concluding, no problem at all, Catherine. It's a lovely, lovely folk song that I don't know it super well, so I'm probably skipping my way round it rather than performing it with any degree of experience. I had a bloomin' Ralph McTell CD. I don't know where it's gone. So anyway, I'm rambling through fatigue. So good night, Colin and Nicky and the Robinsons. And John, you chipped in as well. John Shire, hey Dan, hope you're keeping well. First time listening in the new house. Hope to have you round soon. Here, definitely. Please and thanks. Hope you are having a good time. Can't wait to see your new home and hear all about it. So thank you, Finton. Thank you for the Green Cross Mountain suggestion and for coming this afternoon. To the Pearsons, have a lovely time in Canada. Colin, thanks for the technical inputs. And Nikki, thank you for the videos that we were able to play one of, but better than nothing. Proves we were there. Johnny White, have a lovely time in Italy. William Anion was just in the pub, or at the wedding tonight. So he couldn't make it to the park, and he couldn't. He's tuned in. He sent me a message saying, "Yeah, I might skip out to the loo and listen to a tune." That man, I do lol. Okay. No False in Prison blues, unfortunately for Carol and Paul. We'll try again next week. It was good to see you all in the flesh. Mark, thanks for showing up. Sorry Holly dragged you away. And Jelbean, thanks for tuning in earlier. If you're still about, come again for another week. Right, this is good night. This is goodbye. Where's the off button? Thank you, Stevie Nickel. Biff Bap Bo. And cheerio.